people who like all kinds of music. All kinds of music.
Check this out. We got a great show coming your way today.
I've learned that music is what feelings sound like. Follow me on my journey to discover new music, new styles, and new people. Welcome. This is
Real Talk, Real Music, here on the LDM radio station.
Hola mi gente, this is your girl Evie. Welcome to Real Talk, Real Music here on the LDM radio. How are you guys? Sending you love and blessings. And you know what? I was just talking with my friends and my colleagues and even my producer. And I was just thinking, listen, what is going on with this music industry feuds? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I know that this feuds has always been part of the culture. It always been part of the music industry. I think that's what keeps everybody on their toes, But it's getting a little bit concerning because once tragic things starts happening, that's when you start thinking, wait a minute, it's being taken to another different level. But this thing going on with Drake and Kendrick Lamar and Chris Brown and Quavo from the Migos and among other things, this thing also with the reggaeton world, también with Raúl Alejandro versus Jay Cortez, Residente versus J Balvin. I mean, this is just, the list goes on and on. But, it's crazy how, things are escalating nowadays. And I was just wondering, and I mean, are they doing this just to get attention from the public? Do they feel threatened by the new music? Because there's a lot of new music out there right now. There's a lot of competitions. So it makes me wonder sometimes if people do drastic things like this, create feuds, if they're creations, or is it the real thing? It's crazy. It's crazy how everything is going. So I wanted to talk about that for a little bit today. I think that music industry is very challenging right now. It's causing anxieties, fatigue, among other things for the artists to stay relevant right now. And if you're not relevant, if you're not out there, if people are not listening to your music, I mean, you become something from the past. And como Héctor Lavoe says, un periódico de ayer. Pero, it's crazy how everything is just evolving now. And I ask you guys a question. Do you think that it's just a pressure to be involved in something to attract viewership, to attract the streaming, to attract money? Because all this creates money. A couple of weeks ago, I went out with a girlfriend of mine, and we went to a nice lounge in the Bronx here in New York. Shout out to the BX. And we were just having a great dinner, and all of a sudden, they started playing a part of a diss track that Chris Brown sent to Quavo from one of the Migos. And I mean, everybody just got pumped, and they knew the words. And it just dawned on me, I'm like, really? I mean, is it really a few happening, or is just for streaming and attention? It's a good question. So, I mean, I know that it's part of the culture, like I mentioned before, but it's crazy how things are evolving nowadays in the music industry. There's so much new talent out there, and it's just, it's a lot. It's hard. I could imagine being a musician and living off that career is the uncertainties of just not making it or making a living out of it. It's just it's crazy. And recently there was some information on the news that a security guard working at Drake's home in Toronto has been shot. And it was just like a drive-by. And is it too much? Are they taking it too far? And it makes me wonder, what's next to happen? Are we going to have another casualty of what happened to Biggie and what happened to Tupac? And it's very, very concerning. Concerning in the sense that we don't want anybody getting hurt or being hurt. But is it just a trick? One of those, a stunt to get viewerships, to get streaming, to get that money, get that moolah, to get them pesitos in. So it's just crazy. It's crazy. And this, like I mentioned also, it's not just happening now in the hip hop world, but it also has happened in the reggaeton world. There's a lot of back and forth, and for years, Daddy Yankee versus Don Omar, Residente versus Tempo, Cosculluela against Anuel. Even Anuel always has something going on with somebody. Pero it's crazy how times have changed about music. And honestly, music is not the same, my opinion. Please let us know what you think. Send us some comments, send us some emails. Let me know what you think about music nowadays. And music is love. Music moves us. Music makes us feel like everything is possible. And when things like this happen, it's just like, is it a bochinche thing? Is it like, does it get us excited? Like, always wondering things like that. But at the same time, it makes me wonder the mental health that's going on right now in a lot of these artists. It's hard. And I can imagine what they go through and the pressure of staying relevant, making money. They live off this. A lot of us here in the real world, I call it, we have a job, and if it's not paying the bills correctly, and we want to live a certain lifestyle, we get a second job and we get a third job and we hustle. And they do the same. They're doing the same. And it's a shame. It's a shame that is being taken as a joke, I think. Sometimes it makes me wonder if that's the joke, if it's a joke or this is a joke. I know it's really hard to make money right now. A lot of people are not making the same money as before, and these tours are crazy. I mean, the charges are like almost $1,000 for a seat, and you have to like juggle. Should I pay the rent or should I go see my favorite artist? And it's just, it has devalued the music industry, I think. Just because it's like the ticketing is just outrageous, and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, but at the same time, not everybody got that money. So all these views and all these things that are happening, I wonder, is that to attract the public back in? Because I know they're suffering. I know they are. Just recently, I was reading the news that about Jennifer Lopez, that, I mean, her album did not do great. And she was hoping a residency in Vegas. And that's a no-no, because it wasn't getting the attraction that they were hoping, and it wasn't selling tickets. So it's it's crazy, and I could imagine the pressure that they're going through. Not that I'm saying respectfully, not that I'm saying that I'm feeling sorry for them, because at the end of the day, they got money, they living okay, they have a roof over their head. Compared to us little people, I call myself little people, but it's just it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's a lot of these record labels, and even if you're independent artist, you are constant, you know, spending money on your craft, on getting it, getting it put the way you want it to have to reach that expectation for the public and for yourself, that you have something good out there. And it's just a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. So it's crazy. It's crazy how everything is happening right now. Study found that 73% of independent music makers experience anxiety and depression in relation to their work. In 2021, the Journal of Psychiatric Research published a peer reviewed report titled Mental Health Issues Among International Touring Professionals in the Music Industry. And this was based on a pre pandemic survey of 1,154 individuals that showed greatly elevated rates of clinical depression and stress in comparison to the general population, and levels of suicidality. Oh my God, I got tongue twisted there, ladies and gentlemen. There are 5 times the average rate of the US. So it makes you like wonder, is this the expectations that we are trying to reach? Is this what we want to do? Is this what we want to reach out to, trying to get the attention? But at the same time, it's because we are going through all this depression and all this anxiety to stay relevant. Interesting, right? Very interesting. At the end of the day, music is life. Your craft is life. It's what makes you. And all of our experiences in life is what makes us today. And this fuse, I mean, is it really necessary? Is it? Interesting, right? But listen, here on the Real Talk, Real Music, we're going to bring you topics like this. We're going to have amazing interviews with great artists, and it just makes you wonder how they're living in their world, because we only see this other side. As a fan, as someone that's going through things in life, and we can connect with a melody that's gonna makes us feel better. So it's interesting how everything is evolving right now in 2024. And at the beginning of this year, I said, I have a feeling that this year is going to change. Music is going to change our lives. It's going to be a peak in our day to day living in this world right now. And there's a lot of changes happening. And it's not even June. It's not even July. It's not even half of the year yet. And all this thing is happening. So interesting, right? Very, very interesting. And one point that I wanted to stress is, even before the pandemic, it was not uncommon to see artists canceling tours, citing mental health issues or mental health concerns. A lot of these artists don't have health insurance, and they have to deal with this themselves. And I mean, at the reality has exposed the mess. It has exposed the mess. So I do, wish them well. I send them a lot of good positive vibes. And sometimes, the stress to keep relationships and to keep friendship and family together is it becomes too much for a lot of people. So I just wanted to touch up on that subject. I know it's all over the place, but if you think about it, it makes you wonder if these music feuds, is it part of what we live in right now? Mental health is so important, and it affects us all, one way or the other. So listen, stay tuned, stay here on the LDM radio. This is your girl Evie, Real Talk, Real Music, and we'll be right back. Don't forget, always come back, show some love, support your local artists, support all those amazing, 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 amazing talent that's out there. And we'll be right back. Hey, hola mi gente, and we are back. If you're interested in hearing more of this topics like this, please let me know. Send us an email, make some comments, share, like, and listen. Let's support each other. Okay, let's love each other a little bit more. Let's love ourselves. And thank you for listening. Thank you for showing me some love. There's a lot of good music out there. There's a lot of interviews coming up. So I hope you guys enjoy it and hope to hear from you soon. Besos, love and blessings always. Thank you. Bye, guys. 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 Bye, guys.
Here is a song from the guest you just listened to, and remember to come back next week for some more Real Talk, Real Music on the LDM radio station.